Part of a farm cluster group here as well, the Arran to Ada, which, as some of you might know, the sort of cluster group as it started was facilitator funded, so it was government funded. That then dropped off. So as an Arran to Ada group, we've got about 30 members, and I think we cover 10,000 acres, roughly that sort of effect. So we are actually now, we managed to keep going, and we're now privately funded. So each farmer pays in, depending on your acreage, we pay in a certain amount.
Yeah.
And then we're match funded by Southern Water. So it's quite an exciting thing to be a part of now. We're not government funded, we're not restricted, we're not facilitation. We're sort of funded through our own devices, and we do, we hold meetings, all those bits and pieces. Do farm tours. We're actually doing our own A2A Open Farm Sunday in a few weeks' time, and it's sort of we've put several projects together through the South Downs, so they've paid for a big mapping project we're going to do. So through our sort of farming and protected landscapes grants, we've now got money to do, effectively going to map our entire A2A cluster area and map all of the options on top of that. So we're going to map all the stewardship options, all the Southern Water options, so we can, as a cluster, we have this huge, we can record what we've got in terms of biodiversity or insects, all those bits and pieces. So we're hoping then we're probably stronger then as a big cluster if we want to be, with private funding coming down the road, if we want to be approached by someone to do biodiversity net gain funding, etc., we're probably stronger as a group, and we've got far more diversity in terms of landscape as a group. So, and it's quite nice to be privately funded. So I'm a director in it. There's 4 of us that are directors. So we make the decisions on where our budget is spent. So being farmer funded does focus the mind slightly. So I know that I know that if we don't give a return on something each year, then I wouldn't want to pay for it each year. It's not a huge amount. I think we as an estate pay about 1,200 quid to be a part of it. But being farmer funded means that not a lot of the money is lost on admin or facilitation. We actually get on and do it. So we did another FIPL application, and we managed to get Perdix feeders and about 12 tonne of feed for the entire cluster group area, so mainly for farms that wouldn't have been eligible through stewardship. So we did a sort of massive sort of outroll of the Perdix feeders. So yeah, it's quite an exciting thing to be a part of. But it's made quite a bit of difference not being government funded, if I'm honest. So it has focused the mind slightly. Yeah, you're far more results driven, because if you don't, then it's just not going to continue. So. Yeah.